Although he had both parents alive, Kofi's life mirrored that of an orphan. The stigma of his condition, autism, isolated him from the community. He was abandoned by those who should have been his protectors, leaving him to fend for himself on the unforgiving streets. Kofi's days were a relentless struggle. He scavenged for food, often going days without a proper meal. His clothing, tattered and stained, barely provided the dignity of covering his body. Bathing was a rare luxury, occurring only when a kind soul offered him water. Despite these hardships, Kofi's spirit remained unbroken. He found solace in small acts of creativity, such as weaving balls from discarded materials, which he would then play with, his eyes lighting up with a fleeting joy. The townspeople misunderstood Kofi's condition. Many believed he was possessed by evil spirits, attributing his unusual behavior to witchcraft. This superstition led to cruel treatment. He was often chased away and stoned whenever he approached others, especially when he showed signs of happiness or tried to join in play. The loneliness he felt was profound, and the rejection cut deeper than any physical wound. One day, I encountered Kofi. I, Asonaba, Owusu, Aduomi, had always been sensitive to the plights of the less fortunate. Seeing Kofi's forlorn state struck a chord within me. Unlike others, I did not see a boy possessed by evil. I saw a child in desperate need of love and care. Determined to make a difference, I extended a hand of friendship to him. Kofi was wary at first. Years of abandonment and abuse had taught him not to trust easily. But slowly, through consistent acts of kindness, I began to break through his shell. I didn't discriminate between Kofi and others. I treated him with the same respect and compassion I would show any child. This unconditional acceptance brought an unexpected light into Kofi's life. We spent time together, and I learned to understand his world. Autism, a condition that many in our community couldn't comprehend, did not make Kofi any less human. He had emotions, dreams, and the capacity for immense love. Kofi's inability to speak did not hinder our communication. His expressive eyes and the rare but precious smile told me everything I needed to know. He felt pain when he was bullied and joy when he was treated with kindness. The simple acts of bathing him and providing new clothes brought him a dignity that had long been stripped away. His transformation, however modest, was a testament to the power of love and care. Our relationship taught me profound lessons. Not everyone in this world seeks material wealth. Many, like Kofi, are in dire need of compassion and understanding. Autistic children in particular have a remarkable capacity for love when they are shown kindness. Their genuine affection, once earned, is a priceless treasure. The simple act of sitting in my car brought him unimaginable joy. His eyes would widen with wonder as he experienced the sensation of moving without walking. It was a new world opening up to him, a world he had never been allowed to see. Despite our growing bond, not everyone was pleased with my association with Kofi. People questioned my motives and warned me of the supposed consequences of befriending someone they considered cursed. Yet I remained steadfast. In the eyes of our Creator, we are all equal. Discrimination based on illness, skin color, or tribal affiliation is a human failing, not a divine mandate. Had Kofi been born in a different place, his life might have been different. In many Western countries, autism is understood and supported. Governments provide care, and parents are educated on how to nurture their special children. Unfortunately, in our society, ignorance and superstition often rule. Children like Kofi are not recognized, let alone celebrated. They are hidden away, or worse, abandoned. But it doesn't have to be this way. Through my experiences with Kofi, I realized that changing the narrative starts with each one of us. We must educate ourselves and others about conditions like autism. We must dispel the myths and superstitions that lead to unnecessary suffering. Most importantly, we must show love and care to those who need it the most. Every time I saw Kofi's face light up, it reaffirmed my belief in the power of human connection. His happiness became my joy. Knowing that I could make a difference in his life, even in a small way, brought me a sense of fulfillment that nothing else could. The memories of our time together, his shy smiles and his amazed expressions while riding in my car, became etched in my heart. I often reflect on Kofi's life and our time together. At night, as I lay in bed, thoughts of Kofi bring a bittersweet comfort. While it's heartbreaking to think about the hardships he has endured, it's also heartening to know that I was able to bring some light into his dark world. Helping Kofi made me realize that true fulfillment comes not from personal gain, but from giving of oneself to others. In telling Kofi's story, I hope to inspire others to look beyond surface appearances and to see the humanity in everyone. We live in a world where too often people are judged and discarded based on misconceptions and prejudices, but if we can learn to approach each other with love and empathy, we can create a world where everyone, regardless of their differences, is valued and cared for. Kofi's journey is far from over. He still faces many challenges, but he no longer faces them alone. Our bond has given him a glimpse of what life can be like when you are accepted and loved. It's a small step, but it's a start. And with continued support and understanding, I believe that Kofi can rise above the stigma and live a life filled with dignity and joy. To anyone who encounters a child like Kofi, I urge you to open your heart. Educate yourself about autism and other conditions that are often misunderstood. Show kindness and compassion, and you will be amazed at the difference it can make. Remember that every act of love has the power to change a life, just as it has changed Kofi's. In a society where people with autism are often marginalized, it is our duty to stand up for them, to be their advocates, and to ensure that they receive the care and respect they deserve. By doing so, we not only help them, but we also enrich our own lives. Love and compassion are the greatest gifts we can give, and they are also the greatest gifts we can receive. Kofi's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of love. It is a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, there is always hope. And as long as there are people willing to extend a helping hand, no one has to face their challenges alone. My name is Asonaba Owusu Aduomi, and I am proud to have made a difference in Kofi's life. I hope that his story will inspire you to look around and see who you can help. Because in the end, it is not the material things we leave behind that matter, but the love and kindness we share with others. Thank you for taking the time to hear Kofi's story. May it touch your heart as it has touched mine.
Oh